Hello everyone, this is Nisula Martins, in case you are just visiting here for the first time. But if you aren't, Happy New Year! Happy New Year to even the new ones coming on here, okay? Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you guys are doing okay. I hope you guys are setting your plans, writing your goals and taking each step in order to, attain each milestones, because it's easier said than done, right? And this year 2024, I like the energy I've been seeing online. I like the energy I've been seeing around me. Everybody's intentional about the goals they're setting for themselves, and I am part of those people that have decided to follow my plans through and through this year. Okay, so the reason why I'm here is to declutter excesses from my life, to be honest, and I want to put it on record, and I hope this action I'm taking might impact you as well as it's going to impact me, because I'm going to be very intentional this year. I'm choosing to pick up certain habits that would help me become, the girl I want to become, right? The woman I want to become. And I want to trash out, excesses that I'm like, okay, Nisola, you have this habit, you have this attitude, and it's not good for the woman that you're going to become. I want you guys to kind of be like my accountability partner, and that's the reason why I want to put this out here, so that I'm accountable to everyone. Okay, so we're going to start with what I am going to be letting in. Now, the number one on that list is consistency. Guys, I have to be consistent. If you go through my YouTube channel, you will see that inconsistency could pass for my middle name. If you look at my YouTube banner, you see that I said I was going to be posting every Sundays, and I am just like everywhere. I don't post on Sundays. Literally, the only time I posted on Sundays was the first YouTube channel I kept out there, and it was Sunday by 11 something p.m. I'm not consistent. I either post on Thursdays or on Mondays or on Fridays. I'm not consistent with that. But for this year, I want to be consistent. I want to be posting every Wednesday and Saturday. So help me God. Honestly, so help me God. I want to post every Wednesday and every Saturday, come what may. I just want to be consistent on my YouTube channel. That is one of the new things I'm going to be doing in the new year, consistency. Now, the second one is reading. I used to be a reader, right? Way before I got into the university. And I just noticed that once I got into university, I was always reading academic books, but not like other books that would teach me about, life. I'm not a big fan of reading novels. Not like I don't, but I just cannot pick up a novel to read. But I like to read books on, life, how to manage my finances. I just like to see things from other people's perspectives. And if at all I'm going to read a novel, I'm going to read a book. I like African books, like the one Chimamanda wrote, and I read that way before uni. That was Half of a Yellow Sun. Right, I love the book. Or if I want to read about life, on how to improve on my habits, Atomic Habits, I have it. I'm going to start reading it, and I want to be consistently doing that, because it's going to help me in my vocabulary, and it's also going to help me to learn new words, and also help me improve on myself, right? We are going to be like all that we set out to be in this 2024, and I hope that you pick up one or two things. As I am trying to welcome some things into my life, I hope you reminisce and introspect, right? And just think about what are the things you want to pick up, what habits you want to pick up. The third thing is making new relationships. I want to be able, I am an ambivert. It means that I am only extroverted around people that I'm comfortable with. Like my friends would just get to know the real me. I can be anybody in front of them. I could be happy. I'm an extrovert in front of people that I'm comfortable with. But when I meet people for the first time, there's always like this block, I'm just introverted. I don't speak. I don't want to be around them until I'm comfortable. So I'm like an ambivert. But this time around, I want to push myself out to make new relationships, new friendships, because in this digital creating world, you have to be able to collaborate with people people. I want to be able to go out. I'm not so much of a social butterfly, but in this year 2024, I know how I'm not just gonna be everywhere, okay, but I just want to be able to make new friendships, new quality, I think that's the word. So I want to make quality friendships in this 2024, people that we think alike, people that we are moving towards the same goal. Fourth thing is I am going to be talking less and doing more, and I guess this is going to be the only video where I talk about my habits that I'm going to be welcoming, and habits I'm doing, because I want to talk less and do more. Last year I did a lot of talking and less of doing. My friends and people around me can attest to that. Oh, I want to do this today, I'm going to film this content, I'm all about this, and then I doing nothing, to achieve those things that I want to do. I just think that, I would just, I don't even know what I was thinking, to think that, okay, because I'm talking about it without actions, the thing was still coming to fruition. I don't know how that is possible. And this year, I just want to be talking less and doing more. This is going to be starting from my YouTube channel, my social media, the habits that I am trying to welcome into my life and want to take out of my life is going to be starting from there, okay? I'm going to be talking less and I'm going to be doing more in every aspect of my life. So the fifth thing is to pray more and read my Bible. Boy, last year, in fact, last year, or even way before last year, praying was just on Sundays, and anytime I had I was gathered with people, I would pray. But personally, I did not have like a praying altar or a praying time. There was no praying time. There was no praying time, literally. Okay, but this year I want to be able to dedicate like some certain hours to reading my Bible, praying and studying the word, because no matter how we want to run away from it, prayer is very important, and you cannot pray without even knowing the word of God itself. Okay, you have to pray according to the word of God, so, and if you're not reading the word and you're just praying, you probably will pray amiss, right? And so I want to pick up that habit to pray more and read my Bible. Sixth thing is that I want to take my appearance much more seriously, and it will start with organizing my wardrobe, okay? See, way before I was working in corporate Nigeria, if there's anything like that, so it was always just corporates. All of my wardrobe is filled up with camisole that I can merge with black pants or a black skirt or a midi skirt or heels, corporate heels, everything relating to the corporates. That's how my wardrobe is currently, because I've not changed it. But in this year, I want to embrace the new me, embrace the new phase that I'm in. So I'm going to be I'm not going to be taking them out, and there's a way you can style them, right? But I want to be intentional about my wardrobe. I want to be intentional about how I project myself to the world. I want to be intentional about, how I look, how I show up, and that is one thing I want to do in this 2024. I'm working on my background. This is a different background from all of the backgrounds I have been posting, right? This is different. I wanted it to be something like Kamsen Namani's kind of background, or a Kelechi Mbemena kind of background. Two girls I really love, two girls that inspired me to start my own YouTube channel. Kelechi Mbemena, Kamsen Namani, Tomike Adeoye is kind of like in the group because I'm liking her energy, but like when it comes to setup, all of this, high class aesthetic, I honestly would love Kamsen Namani and Kelechi Mbemena so much. I love the aesthetic. I know that I am not repping them right now because I'm all on green and this is a blue cheer, but we're gonna get there, right? So I want to be intentional about how I show up here. The seventh thing is that I want to be responsible for all of the actions that I engage in the year, okay? It's my responsibility to wake up early. It's my responsibility to shoot the content. It's my responsibility to go out. It's my responsibility to do that. I don't want to blame circumstances. Oh, there is no light at the moment, so I can't shoot. improvise. Okay, I want, oh God, I can't go out because I'm alone, I don't want to go on a solo date. Go on that solo date. So I'm just trying to counter the examples I'm citing at the points I mentioned earlier, or the habits I mentioned earlier that I want to start picking. So in case there's any naysaying in my head, not wanting me to achieve all of these things, right, I want to keep it at the back of my mind that whatever action that I take, it's my responsibility. So that being said, I want to be able to take responsibility for every action that I take. Okay, I don't want to pass the excuse or pass the buck to something else. No, I want to be able to take action, responsibility for every action that I take. The 8th thing on my list, which is the final thing that I'm going to be welcoming to my life, is to take or prioritize my exercise and health this year. Yes, I'm going to be exercising this year. I have not started, and when mid-January, it's so easy to talk. Like I said, now I always talk more and I would do less, but this time around we're talking more. No, we're talking less and we're doing more. And so I want to start exercising. I want to take my health seriously. I rarely go to the doctor or go to the hospital, to be honest, even if I'm dying, okay? But this time around, I want to be able to visit a doctor if I notice any slight, feeling in my body. I want to go to the doctor to say, why is this happening to me? Because I know that my health, I'm living not just for myself, I'm living for my sisters, I'm living for my family, I'm living for my children, and I want to prioritize exercising. There's this exercise that people are doing now, which is Pilates. I know that is soft. I think I will start with that because it's much more, I know it might be difficult, but it's much more relaxing to do. I don't know if it makes sense because I've not started anyways, but I'm going to be doing sit-ups. I'm going to be prioritizing visiting the gym if I have to, and if on days where I'm not visiting the gym, I'll be doing it in my house here. I'm going to be doing it in my house, and that's that. So those are the habits I'm going to be welcoming, and I want to implore you to please be my accountability partner. I want you guys to be my accountability partner, and I want you guys to watch me, achieve these things. And as you are watching me, I want you guys to go indoor and just introspect and say, what are the things you want to be welcoming into your lives, okay? Because that will really help you to be whoever you want to be. Okay, so we've gotten to the part where I'm going to be telling you the part or habits that I have that I need to trash out immediately. So the first thing on my list is lateness. I could go late to a party that guarantees that I go late for. I'll be late for a late party. That's what I mean. If I go to a party early or I go to any function early, I would kind of want to blame myself for getting there early. It's just like this innate thing that, why did I come early? I would want to beat myself up for going early, and that's a wrong mindset. Like, it's a wrong dysfunctional mindset to be honest. So first thing I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to be very intentional about the year 2024, is taking out lateness. I want to go to a place early. In fact, even if it doesn't matter that I get there early, I want to be there early, like some minutes before the time, because it just kind of speaks about adulthood and maturity. I don't know, and just drives away disrespect in whatever form, to be honest. Because when you go late for a function, for a meeting, there's just this look, there's just this dishonor, there's just this disrespect coming from other people, like, you come late for, especially to a meeting. So I'm going to be working on that this year. The second thing is overthinking. See, I can overthink a matter that is not even there at all. In fact, people around me know that I'm an overthinker about even the littlest of things, right? And sometimes when you overthink, I just feel like you make some very wrong assumptions about things that aren't even there at all, right? Because you're overthinking, you're putting your time, putting your mental strength into some things that do not even matter, right? I'm not saying that you shouldn't think thoroughly, or I shouldn't think thoroughly about a situation, right? But like, when I overthink things, I make a lot of wrong assumptions, right? And assumptions are only assumptions until they are proven right, right? So I'm going to take that out, because sometimes overthinking would just limit me to take certain steps that I should take. And it's not just good for me, right? I'm going to work on that this year to stop overthinking situations and just do and do not assume, because assumptions are just merely assumptions. They are not proven facts, right? And me as a melancholic, now I'm bringing my personality here, I overthink situations. So I'm going to be trashing that out of my life in this year 2024. Okay, so the third thing I'm going to be taking out of my life is low self-esteem. Yes. Now I know that people will be like, shush, you don't need to talk about this in public, but honestly, what's there not to talk about if I can, make other people who have the same habits. Is it a habit, or it's not a syndrome, it's just something that you have? If they can watch this video and see that they are not alone, right, it would be better. It means that I've influenced somebody one way or the other to say that, okay, they're not alone. I go through low self-esteem. They don't know, because my outlook is, not speaking that, right? But like in certain situations, I know that I have lack of confidence in certain areas of my life, which will make me in general just have low self-esteem. It got so bad last 2 years, that even if I take pictures, right, you would see it in my face, and I have people around me who would say, you look fabulous, you look fine, you look beautiful, but like I wasn't just feeling it, because I have low self-esteem stemming from things I would not like to discuss here, but like I'm going to have to work on that in this year 2024, and maybe kind of tap into the delusional part of me where I'm just delusional about my life, right? Just faking it like I'm all right, I am that girl, I am that it girl. Maybe it would help me in one way or the other, but I think in year 2024 I am going to be delulu, because that quote, they say delulu is a solulu. Yeah, I'm going to be very delusional in year 2024. It means that I'm going to walk and sashay myself everywhere. I'm not going to bring myself low for anybody anymore, or bring myself low to fit into any group anymore, or be shy or whatnot, right? I'm just going to work on myself to gain back my confidence, and at the end of the day have a very high solid self-esteem this 2024. So the fifth thing is that I am a perfectionist, and it hurts so much. If you stay around me, or if you live around me, you would say, why are you like this? Because I want everything to be thoroughly done. I want everything to look perfect, right? Down to the littlest of things like house chores. Yes, right? I want everything to be done properly. And like, if my pencil is not kept to where it ought to be, right, I would complain. I would just find it really disturbing, right? I want things to be kept properly. I want things to be kept in the right places. I want things to be done as it should. I want things to be said as it should. I'm such a perfectionist. And sometimes taking it to the workplace, right? Taking it to the workplace, they give you an assignment, they give you a task to do. And because you want it to be so perfect, right, it takes a lot of time to deliver on that job, or deliver on that role, or deliver the task as at when it should, because you want it to be perfect. You want every T's to be crossed and anything to be dotted. Yeah, it might take a while, right? And sometimes it might not help you as a professional. I'm just citing examples from a professional point of view. So compared to the colleague that is not just so perfect, right? They ask to deliver a job, it's not looking perfect, but it's good to go, and delivers on the job. That person will be rated much more than you that wants the job to be perfect, right? Sometimes perfectionism does not give you the accolades that you want, right? In fact, it starts to irritate the people around you. Now, don't quote me, because excellence is good. Trying to be excellent in everything that you do is good, but there's sometimes that just because you want to be excellent, you want to be perfect, and sometimes perfectionism might not get you the accolades that you deserve, or the accolades that you want. I don't know if I'm making sense to anybody, but like right now I make sense to myself. Okay, for example, I know my background may not be 100% perfect compared to the backgrounds I've been using in my previous videos because I changed location, but I'm not waiting to get the perfect background before I post on here. Even before now, I know that I'm saying this now, that I'm not waiting to get, I settled on this, to be honest, because before now I got a backdrop, I tried to want to get some props, you know, all of that, and then it was taking so much time for me to just shoot this video, to be honest. And because of that perfectionism spirit in me, I'm just posting this just now. I've been trying to film since December, and this is January. This is the end of January. I'm just posting this on here. That shows how much of a perfectionist I can be. And I just settled like, okay, this might not be good for me all the time, so I'm gonna find a way to trash it out of my life, find a way to trash it out of my life, because it's sometimes, most of the time, do not serve me. So I'm going to take that out. And the last thing on my list is being judgmental. Being judgmental is not so good. Like, it's one habit that I want to take. I don't do it much, right? But I feel like at the rate at which I'm going with it, I might be judgmental and I might be unable to control it. So I've noticed that it's like a seed, right? And it's growing rapidly. And so when I noticed that, I did a lot of introspection in 2023, and I just realized that, okay, Isola, you are being judgmental and it's not going to serve you in whatever form, because who are you to judge anybody, even before actually knowing who they are? Just by looking at the person, you already judge, oh, this person is going to be like that, that person is going to be like that, and then assumptions again stems out. I want to stop making false assumptions until when it's proving right. That being said, I am not going to be judgmental anymore, right? I'm just going to sip water and mind my business this year, 2024. Okay, you come to me, this is who you are. I don't judge you by what you wear. I don't want to judge you by how you speak. I don't want to judge you by how you tend to do your life, right? I just want to focus on me. Honestly, I just want to focus on me. When I focus on me and do not mind the distraction from other, not like it's a distraction, but like when I do not look into other people's business, right? It helps me stay focused and become less judgmental. Right, so that is the last thing on my list that I'm going to be taking out of my life in 2024. Okay, so I hope you learned a thing or two from this video. It might not necessarily be anything that I've said. It might be the fact that I've taken my time to introspect. I'm going to be very intentional about bringing these kinds of habits into my life and trashing out, like, or taking out some certain habits in my life. It might prompt you to want to do that introspection in your life and say, okay, which one of the habits do I currently have that I do not feel comfortable with? It's not going to help me become the woman or the man I want to become. You look into your life and say, okay, I'm going to be trashing this out, I'm going to be taking this out, this will not follow me into 2025 because I'm going to earnestly work on it in this 2024. And you just introspect and say, what kind of things do I want to have? What kind of habits do I want to inculcate into my life that would serve me at the end of the day? Like, what kind of habits that can give me value, right? That will serve me at the end of the day. Thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'm so glad that you waited until the end, you know, to just, you know, watch me, not blab necessarily, but just watch me talk and watch me express myself. I'm going to be a very different person in 2024, and I'm just hoping to become the better version of myself, the best version of myself. So please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, toodles.